Want to clarify that this is still under investigation and some of the information is subject to change as we gather more information, but right now this is all that we know. Around 8 p.m. last night, we received a call in reference to a possible shooting as a residence on West 12th Avenue in Hilliard. Deputies responded to the residence and attempted to make contact with anyone inside, but got no response. They tried to look through open windows to see if there were any signs of people inside. As they checked the front door, they found it to be unlocked, so they opened the door and announced who they were and called out for anyone, but got no response. As the door was opened, they observed a female on the floor between the living room and dining room, lying in blood. They then entered the room to conduct a protective sweep prior to attempting to render aid, and then observed a male subject lying on the floor in the living room in a puddle of blood with a black assault-style rifle beside him. As they continued their protective sweep of the residence, they found a female in the hallway bathroom with blood and brain splatter all over the wall and the floor. They found another female lying in a pool of blood on the floor in a bedroom across the hall from the bathroom. After assuring no one else was inside the residence, they assessed the females, who were obviously deceased. As they checked the male, they found a slight pulse. Nassau County Fire Rescue responded, and the individual was airlifted to F Health downtown in Jacksonville. It appears the shooter first shot the female in the living room, dining room area, then shot the female in the bathroom, and then shot the female in the bedroom. He eventually returned to the living room where he shot himself in the head. A neighbor across the street reported that a 5-year-old female who was inside the residence at the time of the shooting came to their house banging on the door and stated the suspect had killed others inside the home. They then called 911. The child said she was in the back of the house, heard a gunshot. She came down the hallway, seen a female on the floor in the living room, dining room area. Another female grabbed her, put her in the bathroom. When that individual was shot, she got blood splatter on her. This was some type of domestic incident. We have a theory what happened, but we want to investigate a little bit further to determine exactly the cause. The shooter's name, I'll identify. He's at UF Health. He's clinically deceased. They're waiting to harvest his organs. His name is Christopher Bobby Rowell, Rowell, age 34. He was located in the living room with a gunshot wound to his head. He had an SKS style 7.62 caliber assault rifle beside him. The other individuals that were killed in the home, as well as a child, I'm not going to give their names out right yet. Those who were killed, we're still waiting, got to notify next of kin in other areas that live in other areas, so I'll make sure they notified first. But that's basically what we know right now. It's still under investigation, and we'll put more information out as we get it. So if there's any questions.
Sheriff, the 5-year-old, does she have somebody to take care of her? How is she doing today?
The 5-year-old was in shock, naturally. She's a very strong little girl, very brave, beautiful girl. She's with other relatives at this time, so she's safe, but she was traumatized.
Sheriff, remember on July 4th that someone in the home pointed a gun at a child. Did y'all ever respond on July 4th for an incident like that?
We responded to that incident. It could not be verified. I think there was another incident. We went to that residence of COVID a year or two ago, but no other domestic issues at the house we have responded to.
And everyone in the family is related?
They're all related. I'm not going to say how, but they're all related somehow.
So to be clear, was it 2 domestic violence calls to that house, or how many in total?
There was no other domestic violence calls to that house.
So the call you just made, the reference you just made to her,
That was not a domestic.
that was
violence
not
call.
domestic. But how many times have you all been to that house before?
I think 2 previous, but one was a COVID issue and the other was something that couldn't be verified, but was not domestic.
Okay.
Can you share the ages of the 3 women who were killed?
They were all adults. We'll get that out as soon as we notify all their kin, then we'll get their names out.
Did SWAT show up for this incident, Sheriff?
No,
No. Did the suspect have any history of mental illness that we're aware of?
not that
Criminal history?
we're aware of any mental issues or anything like that. There were other weapons inside the home. He had several magazines fully loaded that was available for his use, but you know, if you look at a positive on something like this, it's tragic. The positive is the child was not injured, thank God. And the shooter had the courage to shoot himself.
If you don't mind, Sheriff, can you walk us through again how the child was able to get out? Did you say a woman in the bathroom pushed the child out of the way?
She came down, she heard a shot, she came down the hallway and seen female on the floor. Another female grabbed her, took her into the bathroom, and that female was shot. And then another female across the hallway in the bedroom was shot.
And the child was able to just,
The child was able to, there's some other things I'm not going to put out right now, we will later, but she got out, ran across the street to a neighbor's house, banged on the door and told him what had happened. They called 911.
Was there like a window in the bathroom or some room that she was able to escape out of?
No, she went out the front door.
Front door. And did all the people who were shot at that home, did they live there or were they visiting?
Mixture of both.
Mixture of both.
Yeah. We'll put all that out later. Once we notify, then we'll have all this.
One more.
Little girl, daughter of the man.
I'm not going to say right now. I'm trying to protect her as much as possible. She's certainly been through a traumatic experience that you want no child to go through. We just pray for her. She's going to need a lot of love, a lot of support, and a lot of help within the next few years. So I would just ask, just pray for her. Okay, thank you.